Let's talk forgiveness. Jesus said if you are wrong, you should forgive 70 times 7, which means there is no limit to the amount of times you are to forgive people. Forgiveness can be very difficult, especially if the wrong done is very severe, and also if the person who wronged you does not ask for forgiveness. Matthew 6:14 says, if we forgive others the wrong they have done, God will forgive us, but if we do not, God won't. So there is a great consequence for not forgiving. Jesus proceeds to give us a parable in the book of Matthew chapter 18. He talked about a servant who owed the king a huge amount of money, and he begged the king to give him time so he could repay, but the king decided to forgive him all of his debts. But this same servant, after being forgiven, went to his fellow servant who was owing him just a little amount of money and put him in jail till the time he will pay. So when the king found out, the king was angry because he had already forgiven this person, and this person is showing unforgiveness towards another person. In other words, if you are seeking forgiveness from God, we should not at the same time withhold it from our neighbors, because no matter how much you've wronged God, He still forgives. As I earlier said, forgiveness can be difficult, it can be hard, but when you find it hard to forgive somebody, you go to God in prayer and tell Him, oh, I'm finding it hard to forgive this person. What the person did is actually hurtful, and it hurts me to the bone marrow. Also, one thing I've learned is that forgiveness is a process, because you can remember the person's wrongs most of the time, but the time you remember the wrongs, forgive them, continue forgiving them till you feel no resentment towards them. I saw somewhere like forgiveness is also for yourself, to free yourself from the hate you had towards the person, because he who loves knows God, and he who does not love does not know God. If I'm not wrong, it's in the book of John. I'll end this by saying, remember we are humans and we can wrong or might have even wronged some people, and we would want them to forgive us. So if we want somebody to forgive us, we should do the same to others.